I thought I would pick up in Hammurabi's Epilogue. It's been some time since I really have been looking at the Epilogue, and we've been doing inductive Akkadian grammar in the Epilogue. So I would like to pick up where we stopped, and I believe, as I have tried to watch, that we stopped on line 98, and this is in part 40, 49, line 8. And for anyone that might be following me, we would invite you to go to actually Google Books, and you could see my transliteration of this and also translation of what is entitled A Short Inductive Akkadian Grammar, based on the epilogue of Hammurapi's Code with New Testament parallels to the Hebrew Scriptures, and also with New Testament application to Christ. And I stopped last time on part 13. And so I've entitled this part 14, and I'm just working my way through that epilogue and hopefully doing inductive grammar that could be helpful for those that might have been following. So we pick it up where Hammurapi is bringing a curse on anyone that would come after him and would change anything that he had transcribed or written. So we pick it up in line 98, and it reads as follows. Dinger inki nun rabium sha shimatushu Ina Makra Elaka. That is, may Ea, the great prince, whose fates in the presence, or literally before, go, whose fates go before him. And notice we start with the Sumerian Enki, the capital En with capital Ki, followed by capital Nun, which means Enki, the prince. Bringing that over into Akkadian, we would read it as Me'ia, the prince. And then Rabium means great, the adjective. So Me'ia, the great prince, we could translate it. Shah Shimat Tushu, whose his fates. And notice Shah is your relative pronoun in Akkadian, and Shimatushu is from Shim2. And notice we have a plural, a noun form here, whose literally his fates. Shimatu is a plural noun. And then this is followed by shu, your pronominal suffix, third masculine singular. So maybe Me'ia, the great prince, whose literally his fates. And notice Shim2 is the noun in the singular. And when we add the at and then u, we are looking at a plural form here. So his fates, ina makra, in the presence. And we could take this construction, ina takes the genitive case, but makra is standing before ilaka. And I think putting the two together, we could simply translate it in the presence or literally before. Before go. And ilaka is from the verb alaku, and it means to go. A G preterite, notice subjunctive, third masculine plural from alaku. So may Ea, the great prince, whose fates go, they go before. In other words, he is the God who brings fates in toward people, is the way I guess I'm understanding it. And then he goes on to say, Nun me ili mudeh mima shumshu mashariku balatiya. Notice as we translate this, it would be the wisest of the gods who knows every sort of thing and who makes long the days of my life, or who prolongs the days of my life. Notice the capital N-U-N dash capital M-E is the Sumerian for wisest, and apkal is the adjective used in construct with eli, genitive, notice genitive plural, the wisest of the gods, who knows, mudeh mima shumshu, every sort of thing. And so we now are looking at Ea as the God of wisdom who knows every sort of thing. And notice mudeh is a participle from wadum, to know. I think of the Hebrew yada, wada, probably historically, who knows, mima shumshu, every sort. Literally, shumshu would be read its name. So who knows every sort, literally its name. So we could render it, who knows every sort of thing. And that would be an idiomatic way, I think, of rendering the literal reading, who knows every sort, its name is the literal. And then moving on, araku balatiya, which we could translate, who prolongs the days of my life. And notice here, he's attributing Ea with prolonging his days as well. And notice Mushariku is a sheen participle. Notice with the beginning with mu here, the prefix, followed by the infix sha. The root is araku, meaning to prolong. So who knows every sort of thing and who prolongs. So we have a participial form here, a sheen participial form, who prolongs the days of my life. Notice here is in construct with balatiya, the days, and of, looking collectively, who knows the days of my life. So he knows every sort of thing, and he prolongs the days of my life. And notice balatiya is from the root baltu, meaning life, and balatiya is the genitive singular from baltu. Notice the I indicating genitive singular here. So who knows the days of my life, and ya is your pronominal suffix, first common singular pronominal pronoun, that is, who knows the days of my life. And then we go on, uznam u nebekam lit tershuma ina mishitim litarushu, that is, hearing and wisdom may he take away, and in confusion may he cause it to increase. Notice here we have the object, and that happens throughout here in Akkadian, following the Sumerian, where the object would come first, then followed by the verbal form. So hearing, and notice uznam with the am ending is the accusative singular from uznu, meaning hearing. U is your conjunction and. Nemikam means wisdom from nemiku. And I notice again the am ending is showing an accusative singular form. So hearing and wisdom may he take away. Litershuma, literally may he take it away. And this is from the verb eteru, meaning to take away. And what we have here with the li prefix, notice, is basically looking at a wish that he's making, a precative then, may he take away, and the root is ateru, to take away. So may he take away, and shu is your pronominal suffix, third masculine singular. So may he take it away, and ma is the conjunction and ina mishitim litarushu, and in confusion may he cause to the way I'm rendering this, to increase to him constantly. Notice ina takes the genitive case in mishitim, that is in confusion, and this is from mishitum, confusion. And then we have another precative, may he cause to increase, or may he cause to take away, or to increase. I guess we could, may he take it away, and may he cause that to increase. May he cause it to increase constantly, I believe he is saying. So, in other words, what he's really asking is that Ea would bring judgment of taking away any kind of knowledge and wisdom from anyone that would follow him and would alter any of his laws. Then notice, as we move on, Naratishu inanakbim liskir. Naratishu, his rivers, at the source, inanakbim liskir, may he dam up. And notice, again, we have the precative, may he dam up. And liskir is from sakaru, which I believe we could render here to dam. So it's basically, again, he's wishing this upon anyone that would take away what he's done. So here we have this precative, a G precative, third masculine singular from sakaru. So may he take away his rivers, or I should say, may he dam up his rivers at the source. And notice the id, the capital ID and the capital ID followed by shu, means his rivers. Here we have the Sumerian, and then with the Akkadian shu, the third person pronominal suffix. And naratishu is the genitive plural, oblique plural, meaning his rivers. And shu is, again, the pronominal suffix, third masculine singular. So his rivers at the source, ina not beam. Ina, again, is the preposition taking the genitive case here, at, and not beam from nakbu, meaning source. At the source may he dam up. So he wants his rivers dammed up in this series of precatives, concluding with that precative. And then, that is liskir. Then we move on in line 10. Notice it reads, Ina ersetishu ashnam, napishtu nishi a ushabshi. That would be, in his land, grain, the grain of life of the people, may it not be. And notice Ina here takes the genitive case in ersetishu, which is from ersetu, meaning land. And notice shu is your pronominal suffix, third masculine singular again. So in his land, that is on the earth, grain, ashnan, of life of the people, may it not be. May there not be grain, ashnan meaning grain, and that's the Sumerian shetir, the capital she, S-E, followed by capital T-I-R, in Akkadian, ashnan. And so the grain of life, notice napishtu is from napishtum, and here we have the genitive case again, the grain of life of the people. And nishi is from nishum. Again, we're looking at a genitive singular form. May it not be there. And is your negative particle, and ushapshi is from bashu, which means to be. And so, may it not be, or let there not be grain of life that would belong to the people, is what he's saying. Now, Pishtum, by the way, reminds me of what we have in the Akkadian flood account, Napishtum, which has to do with life. So then as we move on, Meshamish, Dayanum Rabium Shah Shameu Etsetim Mushtesher. Meshamish, and notice Shamish is the sun god in ancient Babylonian religion. And notice we have the dinger sign and then the capital U, capital T, capital U, the Sumerian word for sun. So Meshamish, the mighty judge, Dayanum Rabium. Notice Dayanu means judge, and Rabium means mighty, the adjective. So Meshamish, the mighty judge, Shah Shameh, of heaven and earth. Notice Shah is your relative pronoun. Shameh means of heaven, etsetim, and of earth. And I'm reminded of Hebrew Shamayim Va'aretz. There is a relationship here in these two languages. So may the mighty judge of heaven, and Shameh is your genitive form here, and then etsetim is also in the genitive. So of heaven and earth, who rightly guides, Mushtesher. And notice Mushtesher is from the root Asheru, which means to guide, or who causes to be led straight. And notice what we have here is a mu prefix, which is looking at a participial form, and we have the shin t infix, and then we have the verb asheru. So we're looking at a shin t participle from asheru. So who causes to guide rightly, we could translate it. The creatures of life. Shock not, napishtim. Shock not, by the way, is from shaknu, meaning living, the living ones, or we could render it here living beings of life. And napishtim is in the genitive singular form from napishtum again. So, who rightly guides the creatures of life. And here we have two nouns in construct. The Lord, my help. Belum tukuti sharushu sarusu liskip. In other words, the Lord, and here we are referring back to Shamish. The Lord, Belum, my help, tukutu. Here we have a nominative singular form in Belum, and then the appositional noun, my help, or the help of me. This is from tukut, kututum, meaning help, and your pronominal suffix, rendered my help. His kingdom, sharusu, from sharushu, and by the way, sharush means king, and when you add the shu suffix, you end up with two simply s's in the way it comes across in normalization. So his kingdom, and that su is historically shu, now is a third masculine singular pronominal suffix, as I would understand it. So his kingdom may he tumble. And this is from sakapu, to tumble. It is another precative, G precative, third masculine singular from sakapu, may he tumble. So again, he's wanting judgment upon anyone that would try to alter what he has written, what Hammurapi has written. And then, Dinshu a idin urukshu lishi ishde umanishu lishheltsi. That is his right. And notice Dinshu is from dinu, meaning right, and shu is your pronominal suffix again, third masculine singular. His right may he not give. And notice is your negative particle, and here's a wish that it may not be given, his right. And idin is from nadanu, and notice it's like a pay noon verb. It's in Hebrew it would be parallel to natan, to give. And so may he not give, idin, G preterite, third masculine singular with the negative particle here. So may he not give his right, and his way, urukshu. Notice uruk means way, and shu is your pronominal suffix again, third masculine singular. So his way, let him entangle, lishi, another precative in lishi, and then the foundations of his host, let it slide. Ishdi uman umanishu lishheltsi. The foundations of his host, let it slide. And suchush is your Sumerian for foundation, and ishdi is the plural form, the foundation. Let slide the foundations, and here it would be an oblique genitive or accusative plural of ishdum, foundation. So the foundations of his host, umanishu, and again, we have a genitive form here in umanishu, followed by shu, your pronominal suffix, third masculine singular, and then another precative, let slide. So basically, he is wishing the worst or praying the gods to bring the worst on anyone that would change what he had written, and he did not want any of his laws to be altered in any way. And this is the king of Babylon, Hammurapi. It is interesting what a difference, and I'm sharing this as a Christian minister, between this and what I read in the New Testament, where Jesus Christ is the King of all kings, and his word is, he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. His word is truth, and he blesses those that oppose him with his truthful word rather than cursing them. And so it's interesting as I look at the two different texts, the New Testament text and the Hammurapi's text. So I'm going to stop here. We'll go on next time. I've somewhat gotten back to this, and I do need to continue to try to work through it with you a bit. And it's a challenge for me to work through this. I'm open to any corrections that anyone wants to add in my grammatical discussion, but this is what I'm seeking to share, and I hope it's helpful to some. But again, if you notice any grammatical errors I've made, please feel free to correct it. I don't mind that. I'm in the learning process. I've had a number of years of Akkadian in the past, and I'm still trying to keep it fresh in my retirement as a Hebrew Bible teacher or Old Testament teacher. Thank you. It's been enjoyable doing this video and sharing it together.